What it means to the country today is a proud maritime nation.
We see it through the lens of somebody that served their country in such a magnificent way.
He was perhaps a supreme example of the Royal Naval officer of the mid-20th century at his best. He was persuaded to take the Admiralty exam, which he did, and inevitably passed with flying colours, and consequently end up here at Dartmouth.
He had a very successful period of training, and at the end was awarded the top cadet award, the King's Dirk. So for him, it was about setting the foundation here for a successful career.
It's where we train our officers. It's where Prince Philip trained as an officer, and it's also where he met Princess Elizabeth for the very first time.
But the real treasures are in this album. This is the private album of Frederick Dalrymple Hamilton.
There was an outbreak of mumps, therefore they were excused going to church, and Prince Philip of Greece, as he then was tasked to help to look after them.
This is the first opportunity they have for some quality time together. So the famous pictures of them playing croquet on the lawn in front of the captain's house, a real opportunity to get to know each other and become friends.
I think for all of us in the armed forces, we see somebody who served in the Second World War. We also see somebody who had a very close affinity, whether you're in the Royal Air Force, the British Army or the Royal Navy. He's second in command of a destroyer, aged 21. He's mentioned in dispatches at the Battle of Cape Matapan. He served in the Indo-Pacific, he served in the Mediterranean, he served in the Atlantic in the home waters.
His role on the bridge was to illuminate targets with the searchlight. Illuminated the target in order for the enemy to be destroyed very quickly indeed.
Although actually my favourite story of his wartime experiences, his ship, HMS Wallace, comes under attack from German fighter planes, and so Philip, being very quick-minded, comes up with the idea of putting together a makeshift wooden raft, setting fire to it and then setting it adrift in the sea whilst Wallace makes fast speed in the opposite direction.
For all of us in the armed forces, regardless, as you say, of whatever service we come from, of somebody that put duty before self and really did serve the nation.
One of the greatest legacies, I believe, that the Duke of Edinburgh took forward into his career from this environment, and he led by example throughout.
He left Greece in an orange crate on board HMS Calypso, aged 18 months old. And then, aged 96, his final official engagement is at Buckingham Palace with the Royal Marines. So that connection, which then continued, but it really did straddle the whole of his life, and it's very, very special.
And I'm very alive to the strong legacy that the Duke of Edinburgh has left here, and for us to continue. In fact, the motto of our Leadership Academy is inspired by example. I can think of no greater example than the Duke of Edinburgh.